Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday number 46. Today's topic is chanting as a spiritual practice versus music as entertainment. The questioner asks this: I love all kinds of music. I love listening to music. I love feeling it move through me. Sometimes music can change my mood. Certain songs will trigger a memory and make me feel nostalgic. I like listening to Gregorian chanting and even that Eastern Hindi chanting. And I've been to places where they've asked me to chant, and I like doing that. But what does chanting actually do for us? Great question. Okay, there is a big difference between listening to music as if it's entertainment to your ears and actually participating in the singing, the chanting, the opening your mouth and opening your throat, and creating the vibration inside your body and mind and heart. Big difference. So the first one is that when you treat something as entertainment, it's really, you're powerless to what that entertainment is having an effect on you. So, for instance, if you're watching TV and you're sitting back, you're in this receptive mode. And in a sense, subconsciously, all this information that's on the TV is having an impact on your internal world, which you don't have any control over. So if you're watching an emotional film or a drama or a violent film, that vibration, those images are all coming in and sort of sticking to your body. And you don't have control over how it's sticking to those parts. And because it's kind of happening on a subconscious level, which means your intention is not part of it. You're not intending to do something. You're just receiving. You're kind of like a victim because you're not actively engaged and in the control. You're not mastering your internal world. You're in a sense a victim to the external forces. So it's having an impact on your nervous system without your say. If you're opening yourself up to it, like you don't have any boundaries, no barriers to protect you even. So this is the same case with all kinds of entertainment or just basically external world stuff. Everything on the external world, the forces that are out there, we are affected. Our nervous system, our cells, our body receives these energies, and they come in and they vibrate, and our organs are affected, our cells are affected, everything's affected. It's all sound, it's all vibration. Now, when we choose to have a spiritual practice, it's a completely different thing. Because when you're doing a spiritual practice, it's all internal. You have control. You're the master of your internal world. You can decide what the vibration will be, and you can even manipulate that vibration so it has a certain effect and create the atmosphere, the situation that you want to experience. So if you chant, if you go and participate in a kirtan with the intention, so what is practice? What is the spiritual practice? First of all, it's consistent. It's a daily practice. You do it every day. You do it with an intention. What's the intention? The intention is to connect, to change an internal environment. What's the other thing that happens? Well, it opens your heart. And then what does it do? It transforms your consciousness. Any spiritual practice has these effects. So if you use chanting as a spiritual practice, you are activating your internal powers. You are using vibration as the instrument to change or transform those the consciousness inside of you, that vibration. And starting from the base of your spine, every sound you utter, it's kind of like a pranayama. You're holding a note for a long time, and it opens up the throat, it opens up the ears, it opens up in the nasal area, in the eyes, in the top of the head. You can feel all these channels kind of like as the sound, the vibration kind of, it's purifying going through these channels. And then sometimes when you're singing, it kind of opens up even the top part, even the top of the head and out through the top of the head. Your mind gets cleared, purified. And it's when you chant, you're awakening that kundalini power that sits at the base of your spine, and it goes through the energy centers, goes through the first chakra, the second chakra, the third chakra, the fourth chakra, and then the fifth chakra, which is the throat, opens everything up, and then goes to the sixth chakra, seventh chakra. It moves. It's like chanting is like there's a science behind it. It moves mountains. It clears anxiety, depression, any traumas you've had in the past. It's like it's a force. It's a power. When you intentionally use it, like that's the difference. When you're in entertainment, there's no intention. You're just a pure recipient. Anything can happen to you, and then you have to deal with the after effect. Here, you are involved with a pure intention to purify your mind, to purify your heart, to purify your body even, so that you are preparing yourself for the state of meditation. That's ultimately what it's for, really. And then once you've opened up your headspace so that you can sit and then the thoughts have settled, then you have more possibility now, because you've set the grounds for deeper and subtler meditation, so that you're so sensitive from the purification that you can even hear a pin drop. You can notice when a thought changes inside, and then you can catch that thought. Then you'll be able to move to a subtler place. What's behind that thought? Who's watching that thought? It's the science. It's a powerful medium for transformation of your consciousness. It has a powerful effect in the sense that, like yesterday, I think it was, I was dealing with a lot of different things all at the same time, and I was feeling overwhelmed and crammed with responsibility. And I thought, okay, I got to do something, because my head is feeling really, really contracted and dense. And you know how that cloud kind of comes in? Well, the average person would probably say, go for a cup of coffee. And you can go for a cup of coffee, and it might have a certain effect. But what I did instead was I said, okay, well, I'll just do my pranayama. So I counted my breaths in and out, long breath in, long breath out. And then I chanted a few mantras. And as I chanted and was holding the breath, I could feel my mind clear like that. So I'm working with my inner instrumentality. I'm not trying to control the external world on the outside. Like, that's almost an impossible task. Like, I could be going around trying to control this event and control that so that I can feel good. In this way, because you're working with something very, very close to you, this is where your inner experience is happening, is on the inside. It's not happening outside. So you can't really control the outside to have the best internal experience. If you start working with what you have available on the inside, like we can work with inner visuals, We can work with sound. We can work with thought. We can work with feelings. We can manipulate our internal instrumentality to be in a place of constant effect. We can be the master of our internal experience by working with these, modalities that we have, or I don't know what we're called, but if you work with them, it changes you, it transforms you. That means that anything can happen on the outside, and you will have the power to say, well, I don't want that effect, I'm going to have this effect. You're always going to be in the place of choice and power and empowerment. So, the next time you go to a kirtan, where everybody's sitting around in a circle with drums and instruments and they're singing songs, then what you need to do is decide to open your mouth, sing the note, and feel how it's transforming you on the inside. Connect with your breath and notice how those channels are opening up. You're going to feel brighter, you're going to feel lighter, you're going to feel all your pains and sufferings and your mental worries and concerns are just going to be wiped away. So don't worry if you can't sing or not. Everybody's got that complaint. Oh, I can't sing. That has nothing to do. Singing, your ability to sing has nothing to do with the transformation that it's going to do when you open up your voice. It's just open your voice and use it. Use it. Use it. And notice how it will transform you into a higher and higher state of consciousness until you're so blasted that all you want to do now is close your eyes and be with the inner world. All right, so that's Wisdom Wednesday number 46, and I'll see you next Wednesday for the next video. Bye for now.